Let's see. And then I need to look at YouTube chat. Close down Steam. Don't need that. Ooh, at some point I've got to put Steam integration into my game. Multiplayer as well. I'm desperate to add multiplayer to this game. You know? It would be so cool. I'm gonna really try my best at it. Try my best. Hello Nerd Mansion, hello. Hey mate. Thanks for playing my game yesterday. It felt like felt weird to watch that game. It's only been, I guess it's been 4 months since I finished that game, but it feels like it's been like years looking at it, and like it was very nostalgic in some weird way. Yeah. Such a shame about it not doing well. But, well, yeah, I complain about that a lot, but there you go, that's life, I suppose. I have hopes for this game doing well. It's a lot more visually impressive, this one. And I think I already have more wish lists than I had for Grand Fantasy Heroes. I'm pretty sure. Let me look at that. It's actually it's not actually easy to find where the wish lists are. Oh yeah, wish lists are broken at the moment. I forgot about that. They're broken at the moment, aren't they? Yeah. Yeah, just Grand Fantasy Heroes wasn't very marketable. It has to be visually impressive, doesn't it? Anyway, let's continue with what I'm doing. Anyway, yeah, it's super. I enjoyed watching you beat those enemies. Very difficult battles. I think the Frost Giant is probably too difficult. But I don't remember him being so difficult. Yeah, it can't be true, can it? Thinking about it. Actually, I have an idea about what to do today, because every day I'm going to try to market. Do some marketing every day. Actually, I have an idea. I'm going to write it down real quick. Do... Then we did... Then we did... Okay. Hello, you're putting in an advertisement right now. Sorry, I was and there are more Reddits I can post on. Now I'm thinking about it, there are probably more Reddits I can post on. Find more Reddits. Find more freelancer communities. Find more spacing communities. Discords. Don't know how I'm going to do that. At some point, once I have a demo, I can start messaging people, right? Making mailing list, yeah, that's a good one. I had one before actually, but I lost it. But of course, it's never worked. It never worked for Grand Fantasy Heroes mailing, giving streamers keys and things, but We'll do it anyway. Again. Do it again anyway. Streamers. YouTubers. Next. Because that's for, well, you make the mailing list now, but once I have a demo, that's when you try to tell them about it. So once I have demo, and then there's also like donating on streams, but I don't have money for that, so I'll do that. Okay. What was I doing? I have no idea. I made this. This is obnoxious right here. Wonder why it's like that. I see. Let me change that. What the hell is that? There you go, that's better. I kind of want to give it a color. Okay. Yeah, how you doing, Slayton? Are you making your... You bounce around. I can't remember. Not space. You were making skating manager. Right. I saw that disappointing, right? I couldn't remember what your... Sorry. let's see. So add multiple items to inventory. We go to new item is a mod item. Duration. Art data equals options generate art mod set mod tier mod shape. Then we're going to go to the inventory data, player data, player inventory, and we're going to, there's a specific order in which I've made it to be very clear. We've gone modulation parts, then shape, then tier, then type. Modulation parts, shape, tier, parts, modulation parts, get mod shape, get mod tier, get mod step. Mod item. Double check that. Shape, tier, set. Shape, tier, set. Shape, tier, set. I was trying to plan out my space game, but also I got 2 new ideas for games. Well, I mean, I guess you gotta just keep on going until one sticks, right? Until one really grabs you. I'll make sure I eat some food every morning. All of them grab me, I just need to focus. Fair enough. Okay, so this would potentially add the item to the inventory. All I'm going to do right now is, well, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go to my user data. I'm going to delete my user data to reset everything. Then I'm going to actually. Interesting. Interesting. It's because I messed with something, I guess. So look. Interesting. That's a remote thing. It's just a remote. I was thinking of changing this anyway. Yeah. Because at the moment, you it's kind of a big refactor though. It'd be so annoying. It's a big refactor. It'd be very annoying. I don't think we want to be duplicating. True. Interesting. How strange. How strange. Because we have a current character. We don't have a current character. Why not? My character button. Oh, but my character, we have data. Didn't have combined crew for some reason, but maybe it's just not showing, right? For some reason it thinks it doesn't have any data. If character data equals null, tell me about it. Tell me about it. Tell me about it. It had data. It had data. Okay. And this went here. So it had data. It's just, it didn't have combined modulation buff. Oh. I'm gonna make a get. I have to make a getter here anyway. Because we're gonna need to have that anyway. Combined mod buff function get combined mod. Oh, it was no problem at all. It was just a little whatever. But and chip effect dot new, just for now, right? I didn't realize what the problem was. That should fix the problem, right? I still want to refactor how I'm doing it. Wait, what's this? Oh, that was weird. A visual bug or something. Oh, it's still... Oh, it's still... It is... Combined manipulation on base nil. So you're saying the modulation buff, the modulation core is nil? Is that what you're saying right now? You're saying that this is nil right here? By the way, when you save, I will want to duplicate this anyway. So I might duplicate it now, why not? Don't know. Difficult. Very confusing. What's happening here? Saying that I don't have a modulation core on my current character is what it's saying. Saying my player panel does have a current character. Right. My character does have a combined crew, but it does not have a modulation core on Scarlet. Does not have a modulation core. Very strange. Have a look here. Can I do like a safety check or something? Like, doesn't make sense. It's clearly here, but it was not showing up, despite the fact it's showing up here. I understand this is clearly empty here. Well, I want to be able to give you a specific mod core, right? Man, saving and loading, huh? It always defeats me. Every single time. Saving and loading is my arch nemesis. Try to understand what's going on here. Let me try to understand what's going on. Let me try to understand what's going on. Doesn't have a modulation core. Do not have a modulation core. We don't know why we don't have a modulation core. It's clearly there. I'm gonna do this slightly differently. So these will be empty. I don't know why that would matter. Those are going to be empty. Create new resource, player data. Player default save data. And now I can go quick load player light fighter. Quick load medium fighter, quick load, heavy fighter, quick load, heavy fighter, quick load, medium fighter, quick load, bomber. Then instead of there'll be a thing here saying, oh, you don't have any data, so I'm going to give you default data. Yeah, here, look. Or here. So player data will now equal load this. Instead, put that instead. And that should be that. I mean, that's exactly the same. It's functionally exactly the same, but I expect no difference, to be honest, with this bug, because there shouldn't be a difference. Let me make sure there isn't a typo or something. Modulation core, combined modulation buff. Sure there isn't. Okay. Is something making you null in some way? Right? Is something affecting this modulation core? Let's double check again though that player panel current character is now empty. But that's a, it can't be empty because that's a it would be impossible for it to be empty because it wouldn't get past. If it would show up as a bug. See, it's just showing. It just can't show remote. That's all it is. Annoyingly. It does definitely exist, because otherwise it couldn't get here. See right here, return. Print error character info panel character panel. Yeah, it couldn't get it here if it was null. So but it's saying that the modulation core is null. Is that for sure what you're saying? Let's see. Let's see if that's true. By doing this and doing this and current modulation. No. Modulation core is null. I'm frustrated because this should be impossible. But it clearly is possible, and therefore there's some strange behavior that I don't understand. The modulation core is in the data, but when we launch the game, it disappears. There's for sure nothing making it nullifying. We have this. That's something different. That's for inventory. That's something different. And this is for the... How interesting. Interesting and frustrating. Doesn't seem to be a explanation for this. I could force the issue. You know? I can force the issue, but it feels weird to make this fix when it doesn't seem necessary, right? I always forget how these getters work. Something like this. Do I need to put a dot here? This seems so silly. Also, now I've got to put a bunch of data in here to make sure this... Why would this... Whatever. Resource was not precast to a resource section. Is that a bug? Oh, saving and loading is fucking killing me. Saving and loading resources? Dude, I'm not sure about this little function. I'm not sure about it, I gotta be honest. Like this shit. I think you should save dictionaries and then convert them to resources, because actually saving a resource is so weird. But that's like changing all of my... Like, there's so many bugs around it. So many bugs. I'm like, what if that happens to a player? Some weird shit happens to a player. So you got all of this shit. What is this? And why does it suddenly work? Why does everything suddenly work? But we're getting this error. Save encrypted resource was not pre-cached for the resource section. What does that mean? What does that mean? Open source on GitHub. I've looked. This has been a problem before. Sub resource. Resource is not pre-cached for a resource section bug. Bug? Bug question mark? Bug question mark? Ooh, frustration. Frustration. Right. Okay. What are you complaining about? You're complaining about invalid access to property key 0 on a base type dictionary. Oh. I don't know. Let's. I need to search this. Then I need to copy this error. Psycho Dwarf, Privyat. Hello. How you doing today? I'm just fighting with saving and loading today as normal. I feel like I fight with saving and loading every... You probably don't understand a word I'm saying. That's okay, I suppose. Wasn't properly loaded before I saved. Let's see. How can I ensure that it was properly loaded before I saved? Because it is possible that, because I do a save at the very beginning, I do a save, and it's possible there's a bit of overlap, there's a bit of a something going on, because at the very beginning I do a bit of a save, right? Where do I do that? I save here. It's possible that the 1 second isn't long enough. I don't know. Let's do 2 seconds. Excuse you, I'm quite capable of understanding English, thank you very much. You're having issues trying to code in saving. Maybe. I mean, it fixed itself, which is the annoying thing, right? I didn't do anything, it just fixed itself. Let's see if I can get the bug to happen again. Yeah, I can. It's right here. Why do I feel like we're also saving as soon as we load as well? Maybe turn that off. I'm saving as soon as I load. Where was that? It was in player. Save, load data. Yeah, I load my normal. Yeah, maybe don't save straight away. Don't save straight away here. Just have the thing save it a bit later. For whatever reason, maybe this load function is a little bit slow. Possible, it's possible, and it's not like properly creating all the data. Something. Let's delete that again. I do inspect net. Okay, we got no error that time. Oh, okay, we just got an error. Okay. Errors because we tried to... Okay, I think I might be understanding something. Something about, so I'm loading up this resource here, but it's saying, for whatever reason, it's saying that this resource, this, doesn't have these properly cached. No idea what that means. Even though we clearly have the data here. Clearly have the data, but it's saying that we don't have the data. Saying that we don't have the data. The data doesn't exist. It was preloading here, but this problem was still there, and I changed that to be different. I could do both. We could try something like this. Player default data, player data, and this would be on ready, I suppose. Right, and then this would be equals preload this, and then maybe that is better. It was pre-cached. It's pre-cached now in some way. Are you happier with that? Maybe. Are you happier with this information? Let's see if I do that. Maybe that's better in some way. Reload this. And then maybe duplicate. You could duplicate. Just in case. I don't know. I don't know. You could try duplicating true, and that's not a ridiculous idea. You can just duplicate these guys. It's not totally ridiculous. Okay, I'm going to do that. Let's go delete the save again. Whiling away at my own troubles, I know I'll get the skin rendering to look good eventually. Now we have no data whatsoever. That's fun. I love having no data. I love having no data. Wait, what? That doesn't make sense. You're saying get Chad zeros? No? What are you saying? I am frustrated right now. Okay. So you're saying this failed? You're saying this failed right here. It didn't fail. I need to... I'm gonna stop.